Hey guys, welcome to another recap of The Amazing Race. So, last time they were in Indonesia. They are all boarding a plane and getting the hell out of there. They're going to Dhaka, Bangladesh. So much better. Not. Alright, so when they get to Dhaka, they have to go to the bus repair shop, which is really pretty scary. I mean, it looks like it's just in a dirt road somewhere. It's like really weird, but everybody's on the same flight, so everything is equalized. The monster truckers were pretty smart though when they got to the destination, because they bought their cab from a taxi stand, their cab ride from a taxi stand, so they didn't have to go out in the street like a bunch of common whores trying to flag down a date. So that was good for them. But once they got to the bus repair place, it was a roadblock. They had to take these broke-to-broke buses and like fill them in with body compound. That stuff's not easy to work with. We used to have an old Chevy Monza or Vega, I can't remember, but it was eaten away on one side, and we had to use some body compound on that and fill it in, and it didn't look too good afterwards, so I felt their pain completely. Then, as if that wasn't enough, they had to sand it and then rip out 3 seats and bring them over to be refurbished. So the rockers, they decided, we're going to do the fast forward, even though it involves collecting rats in a bag. Yes, they had to go to different locations and collect dead rats in a bag. As if that wasn't bad enough, one of the rockers stepped in some raw sewage. His sneaker was soaked. It was disgusting. Some guy tried to like pour water on it or something to like clean it off. Not happening. He even, in the cab after he was all done, he tried to like take the hand sanitizer and like bathe his foot in it. Dude, you're gonna have nightmares about that for years to come. Alright, so the Chippies were working with Abby and Ryan because Ryan apparently sweat so much that he couldn't read his clue anymore, so they let Ryan read their clue. The Chippies, their body compound was just so bad that they had to chip it off, no pun intended, and redo it, as did a lot of the teams, in fact, because it's not easy to work with. Did I happen to mention that already? It's not easy to work with that body compound. So, yeah. The 20s, let's just talk about them for a second. O-M God. 20! Hurry up, 20! It's not anything racist. It's just, they are so freaking annoying. I think twins in general and their whole secret language are pretty annoying to begin with, but these two are especially annoying. I just don't know what it is about them, but it just makes me want to say, shut up. Alright, next up, the bazaar market. They had to dig through a stanky old bag of dehydrated dead fish to find the orange one. There was flies galore. They didn't even have to put the Foley fly sounds in there because I'm sure there was enough natural sound to like fill up that audio. It was horrible. Ugh, and I'm sure it stunk. This whole episode was really quite depressing because I felt so bad for the people who live here, because it was just so underprivileged. I mean, it was just so poor. I felt really bad for them, but they seemed to be pretty happy that they had visitors. It was just really sad. So the Detour was next. It was either Pound Metal or Pound the Cotton. So for Pound Metal, 3 teams did that. Rob and Kelly, the Twinnies, 20, and Trey and Lexi. They had to make these spikes at a blacksmith shop with hammers and like do the bellows and everything. It wasn't too bad, but I found Rob and Kelly to be quite rude when Rob was standing up yelling, "English, English." Very rude. Alright, so Pound the Cotton, they had to beat these bags of cotton that didn't look very nice at all and stuff them in a mattress and sew it together. The mattress looked like it was made out of flannel, which I think is the last thing I'd want to be sleeping on in a country that is like as hot as an oven. Ugh. The fluffy stuff went everywhere. I'm sure it was like in their mouths and everything too. A lot of the teams didn't put enough in, so they had to redo it. But fun fact, one of the goat farmers is a drag queen. Aquadesia! Alright, that was fun. That made the whole episode for me palatable because that makes me happy. Pit stop. It's at another market. They had to take a ferry there. James and Abba, they didn't have to do that, however, because they successfully finished the fast forward and they won a trip for 2 to Antigua. Congrats! Second place and third place was a foot race because Abby and Ryan and the twinnies both thought that they were trying to get in there for first place because they didn't realize, hey, I don't see these guys. Maybe they're trying to do the fast forward. So Abby and Ryan came in second and the twinnies came in third. Alright, so the next couple to arrive were Rob and Kelly, but they apparently didn't do it in the right sequence, so they had to go back and be checked in after they went in the right sequence with the boats and everything. In the meantime, the goat farmers, Josh and Brent, snuck in there in fourth place, but then Rob and Kelly, they came back in fifth place. Followed by the Chippies, James squared, and then Trey and Lexi and Gary and Will both had the same problem that the Monster Truckers did. They did it in the wrong sequence, and unfortunately, Gary and Will were just arriving when Trey and Lexi were getting ready to check in, so unfortunately they were eliminated, and it was a elimination leg, so sorry guys. Next time, everyone dehydrates. Have a drink. Till next time, much love.